filed VAWA in October 2018. I received an RFE, which he submitted in 2019. It was for good moral conduct and good faith marriage. Then after even longer, in November 2022, received another 6-page RFE, submitted a response to that, and then he received a denial. The abuse reason was a few affidavits from friends and a psychological report, a personal story, previous divorce, and the spouse being unfaithful. The case got denied last week. What should I do? So the issue with VAWA, the reasons for abuse, really, so the abuse has to show control over you, right? So someone being unfaithful is not necessarily abuse if you don't talk about it in a way that has impacted you or a way that you felt like you were under your spouse's control. That is a big, huge aspect for VAWA. That is something you have to keep in mind. Emotional abuse is taken into account. Psychological abuse is taken into account, right? But you need to show that all of this behavior, even your spouse being unfaithful, was a way for your spouse to exert control over you. So sometimes it's hard to make that connection. So being unfaithful alone, we have a lot of folks talk to us about how their spouse was unfaithful, but that alone is not enough to show abuse, right? Your spouse can be unfaithful and it's hurtful to you, but you've got to talk about it in a way that shows how emotionally impacted you were, and you've got to talk about it in a way that demonstrate what, if any, control your spouse had over you. So that is the importance of how detailed and specific your VAWA statements, your VAWA declarations need to be. Another thing is, if you have statements or letters from friends and family, sometimes they're not going to line up exactly with what you said, just because of people's memories and the way they think of things. Or sometimes friends and family will write these letters and say, oh, they lived together and they were happily married and they love each other, blah, blah, blah. They think they're helping you. You might not have told them that you're filing a VAWA application, but clearly when someone is writing a letter saying, oh, they're a happy couple, to show that they qualify for a green card, that it's a real marriage, that is not helping your VAWA case, right? Because where in your VAWA case, you're claiming abuse. So you want to make sure that everything submitted is consistent with one another. If it's not consistent, there has to be an explanation for why it's not consistent. Okay? Give us a call if we can help you with VAWA, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663.